What's up, you damn gorgeous and beautiful gamers? Welcome back to role-playing games. This is Muriel Con. I did never like this because about RPGs, like the content, like it, super appreciated. No one's told you today you're a gorgeous and beautiful person. You are indeed a gorgeous and beautiful person. In today's video, I'm going to show you how to get each and every single one of the original armor sets, outfits for the previous Zelda games and whatnot without the necessity to have an amiibo or that thing. You're going to do lots of exploration in the depths, so just be aware of that. But I am going to show you the exact locations of everything, and we're going to begin with one of my personal favorites, which is the Dark Link armor. For this, you're going to have to trade it at the Bargainer statue. You're going to get the first statue right here in Lookout Landing, and probably you already got acquaintance with it, and it's going to be just right here. He is going to request for you to find the brothers. You do not need to find them all, but I am still going to show you. This place is where you got the auto build mechanic, the Great Abandoned Central Mine. If you, however, go down below this way, and you make a right here, there is a temple. In this temple, you will find one more of the Bargainer statues. This is just directly above from the plateau, right? So this is the Bargainer statue. She's going to request you to do a quest to recover each and one of those of the eyes. Again, we are in the Temple of Time ruins, just below the Temple of Time ruins, and this statue is going to request you to go to each and every single one of those chasms that you see right here. There's one right here, there's one right here, and there's another one right here. The statue is going to request for you to throw down his eyes onto the chasms and then return them back here. And that is basically what you're going to do to unlock this Bargainer statue. The next ones are a little bit more simple. You just have to go to them, speak to them, and they are going to be friendly with you. This one right here, the closest point is the Tovio Haslo Chasm, which is right here up from the Utoya's Shrine, and west from the Tovio's Hollow. All you have to do, north of Tovio's Hollow, all you have to do is drop down and then head west this way. This is actually quite tricky to get you. I advise for you to light up this light route because it's going to be on top of this mountain. It is a mountain and you have to go all the way to the top of the mountain to be able to speak to that Bargainer statue. Then you have another one right here, which is on the Wellspring of Wisdom. To get to this one, the closest chasm that you have for this one, it's going to be just right here beside it. The thing is that it's going to be rather dark and there is no light route around it, so my advice is for you to drop down from this chasm and then light these guys up. At least these two guys, that's just going to be more than enough to light up at least this area, and that is it. Then we're going to go to Akala, and in Akala, just directly east of the Alri Mountain Skyview Tower, you're going to have the East Akala Plains Chasm. You drop down from there, you go all the way up here to the west, northwest. You're going to have Akinatani's light route. You're going to light that bad boy up, and the Bargainer statue is going to be right here, northwest of it. Now we're in Hyrule Field, and we have several chasms. We have one right here, we have one right here, but the closest one to this one, it's going to be the Outpost Ruins Chasm. There's also a light route just beside it. You're going to drop down from here and head northeast. You're going to light up this light route right here, this one right here as well. The Bargainer statue is going to be directly northeast from the Stakijat light route. And finally, we're going to head over all the way north of Hyrule Field. Right here, we're going to drop down from the Drennan Highlands Chasm. Once you drop down, you're going to have a light route right here. You're going to want to light this one, and then you're going to head directly east. There is also some kind of steep hills in here that you need to climb and just maneuver, all in all. Light up this light route as well, since you're already here, to get a really fast travel point. And there you go, another Bargainer statue right here. Now for the outfit of the hero. this is how this thing is going to look like. And there is going to be, like I said, lots of travel throughout the depths, so you have to be very prepared. There are some places that you're going to have to travel a very, very fast distance from the chasm, but let's just get straight right into it. So for the cap, you have just one choice, and it's going to be quite a travel, I have to say, so you have to be very prepared. I advise for you to place a marker right here for you to traverse a little bit better. Feel free to pause the video, place the marker right here. You're going to drop down this chasm right here, which is going to be the East Hill chasm. From there, my advice for you to head southwest to light the Arusakam light route, and from there is just one light route that is going to be available, so a little bit of exploration, it's actually advice, but you're going to have to go all the way down here, and this is where the cap is going to be. There's also a light route right here if you want to light it, and it is very simple. It's just a chest that is going to be openly here on the mine. You just have to head over there and take the chest, and that's it. As for the chest, we are going to go to East Necluda, actually to south of East Necluda. And again, this is actually quite a long travel. There is no chasm right here that you're going to be able to use to get to this place really that fast. My advice again is that you place a marker right here, just right here on the Yambi Lake. You're going to drop down from the East Necluda chasm right here, Meta Mountain chasm. Then you're going to, I advise for you to light this Yikot light route, and then you're going to go directly south from here. There's also 2 light routes in here that you should also take. As a matter of fact, we are going to need them for a next armor set that we're going to get in here. So light as many of these light routes that I am showing you, because you're going to need them to fast travel to them. This is where you're going to find the chest. And then finally we have Hevra. This place, it's a real pain in the butt, because there is no proper way to actually get to a chasm right here. Instead, you're going to go down through here, or either find the chasm right here, and from those places you are going to open up to explore all of this area. There is no chasm for you to go down there, so yeah, it is quite a bit of a pain. Anyways, if you decide to take this route, or you decide to take this route, it's just going to be the very same distance. You're going to go down, light this light route, and this one as well, and this one as well. This is the path that you would take if you're going through here, and it's going to be a little bit tricky to traverse here, because there's nothingness, and you really don't have that many light routes. You're going to go all the way up here, and then head over to this light route. You're going to light this light route, and finally the trousers are going to be here. Be sure that you do light all of those light routes, because they allow you to easy travel to get to the next places, to get the next armor set and gear that we're going to get. Coming up next, everyone's favorite, the Hero of Time outfit. Oh boy, this is one of my favorites, basically purely out of nostalgia. But I do not know, dude, this kind of set has a more adventurous kind of style than the rest of them. Maybe it's just me, maybe it's just my inner child speaking to me. Anyways, let's dive right into it. The Cap of Time, it's going to be a real pain again, because it's going to be on Hevra. And remember that when we go to Hevra, it's going to be a real pain, because this is the only chasm, or this is the only chasm that we're going to use to be able to get here. So basically, we're going to go all the way west again. Let's hope that you did light all of these light routes right here. My advice is for you to light this light route as well. You should have this light route lit because of the war it has, because of the previous armor that we have. And then you're going to head over here on the Sternida lava falls, and the cap is going to be right here on a chest. out in the open. There's no enemies, there's no nothing. Oh, do have in mind that you are going to need the Goron armor for you to withstand the heat in this place. If you do not have it, it's really not that far of a trip. Just go in there, grab it, and there's that. The chest is going to be a little bit easier. You're going to head over to Linder's Brow Skyview Tower, and then there's also a chasm directly west from there. There's the Runaki Shrine. Very nice, because if you go down, you can light it up immediately, which is going to make your life so much easier, and to get this piece of the armor so much easier. I would advise for you to take as well the Navaki Ilkat light route, since it's very close to it, and it'll give you a little bit more vision, because I do not think that this is going to be enough to reach all over here. But anyways, if you head over to the Linder Canyon Mine, this is where you're going to get the chest. And then finally, the trousers are one of the easiest, my favorite, because it's so easy to get these guys. You're going to head over to Gerudo. The Gerudo Highland Skyview Tower is right here, just northwest. It's going to be the Otsusum Shrine right here, and there's also this chasm right here. You drop down from it, and you're going to be immediately on the Gerudo Canyon Mine, and this is where you're going to find them. Although I do advise for you to light this again as well, because you're going to have to visit all of these places later on. The armor set of the Wind Waker's Link. I should have to say that it is strange how I actually do like the looks that this thing has, even though that this was supposed to be in a child. Nevertheless, I love the design of this bad boy, and Wind Waker is one of my favorites. That being said, let's get right into it. For the cap, we're going to head over here all the way to Akala, to east of Akala, just directly south from the Rist Peninsula, very known location, and there's going to be a chasm right here. Be sure to stockpile on bombs in this place, because you're going to need them. Drop down, and all you have to do is head south. There's going to be rocks in this place, blow them up, enemies in here, kill them up. Rocks in this place, blow them up, enemies in here, kill them up, and then finally the chest is going to be in this final place. As for the chest, we are going to have to go to Hevra again, although my advice is that now, this time, you're going to drop down from the Gerudo Valley Chasm. So you drop down from here and you start heading north. There's also a light route right here. There's a light route right here. All of this, you are going to need them. They're going to be in your way. And actually, as a matter of fact, they are going to allow you to see a little bit better. And then there's going to be the Kataki light route right here. And then it is going to be on the Kuhu Canyon right here. And then finally, for the trousers, are going to be a bit tricky. The closest chasm that you are going to have in this place, this is actually also going to be a little bit of a trip, I'm not gonna lie, because of how far the chasm it's going to be. All the way in here. Yes, this is where the chasm is going to be. So you want to go to the East Necluda, and then in East Necluda you drop down from here. Do remember that we have places that we're going to visit back again if we want to get the rest of the armor pieces for the rest of the heroes. So my advice is that immediately as you drop down from the chasm, you light up this light route. You're going to start heading southeast, and you're going to light up this Mimufi's light route. This one as well, Kotimak light route. There's going to be another piece of armor that we're going to pick up in here a little bit later, so make sure to pick that one up. And in here you are going to need bright seeds, because they are going to the thing is going to be hidden all the way in here, and there's going to be a whole bunch of enemies, but you can bypass them. You can completely ignore them. You do not have to kill them. So the Hero of Twilight, one of my favorite outfits in the entire franchise, although I do not think that they make it justice in this game, purely because of the art style. I think that the art style is what messes a little bit with the outfit of the Hero of Twilight. Nevertheless, it's still very, very good looking. So let's get right into it. First, to the Cap of Twilight. For the Cap of Twilight, we are going to head over. This is actually going to be quite simple. Kind of quite simple. You're going to head north. There's There's going to be the Drennan Highlands Chasm. Drop down from this place, and then there, just directly northeast, there's going to be a Gleeok Den. This place has a King Gleeok. The King Gleeok has all 3 of the elements, so have fun trying to fight this guy. After you defeat this guy, you're going to have access to the Cap of Twilight. There's no way to bypass this thing, so you do have to kill that guy. As for the chest, we are going to head over to Akala again. We're going to drop down from the East Akala Plains Chasm, and this is actually going to be quite tricky. There is no way that much for you to have sight in this place, because it's going to be right here on the wrist mine. At the end of the wrist mine, it's going to be just right here. So you're going to have to go all the way here to finally get access to the Twilight Chestpiece. So my advice is that once you drop down, you light as many light routes that are surrounding their area, like this one, this one, this one, and this one, for you to have complete sight out of this place. If you want to use just bright seats, then be my guest. It is also an option that you have. And then finally, for the trousers, we are going to head down again the East Akala Plains Chasm, and then down from there, just directly southwest. If we light up all of these light routes, my advice is for you to light this one right here, because it's going to be on the ancient underground fortress. It is going to be very dark, it is going to be filled with enemies, so I advise for you to rush directly to this point in the map. Actually place a marker in here. The chest is going to be right there. And finally, my personal favorites. Some people hate Skyward Sword, some people love Skyward Sword. It's personally one of my favorite Zelda in the entire franchise, but let's get right into it. The cap. We're going to head over towards east. We're going to head over all the way here, and the chasm that we are going to use to drop down, at least the closest one, it's going to be just right here. So the good thing is that you also have the north one right here. Regardless of which one would you like to use, they are going to have a light route beside it. So let's dive down through this one, since it's the closest one to the Manlinary Skyview Tower. You go down in here, you use the light route right here, and the down just south from there, there's going to be 2 more light routes that you can light, and the cap, it's going to be right here on Redsam Grove. The chestpiece, it's actually quite simple. You're going to go all the way north of Hyrule Field, west of the Dead Mountain, and there's going to be a chasm right here. So you're going to drop down from that chasm, and immediately as you are going down, you are going to be able, it is going to be dark, so maybe it is going to be 2 trips. You drop down from the chasm, or maybe use bright seats while you're falling down. Anyways, as you are falling down, you are going to be able to get access to the armor right here. But you can most definitely head over first to the wee Coca light route, and then head back here and grab the chestpiece. And then finally, for the trousers, it is going to be a little bit of a trip again. The central Hyrule, you're going to head over to Lenario, and you're going to drop down from the East Hill Chasm, which is right here. From here, you are going to make your way all the way here. There's a light route right here, there's another light route right here, and then finally there is a light route right here. The chest is going to be right here. And now you have all of the armor sets of the classic links. Do have in mind, if you upgrade each and every one of these outside from Dark Link, they are going to have 60 defense, and they are going to have attack up. All of them. They share the same effect, so maximum defense 60 if you wear the complete armor set, and then set bonus attack up. If you like the content, so like and very super appreciated. No one's told you today you're gorgeous and beautiful person. You are indeed a gorgeous and beautiful person. Subscribe to the channel before you close the door. Now I'll be seeing you goddamn gorgeous and beautiful people in the next one. Have a beautiful day, and goodbye.
Dale, Zelda, dale, pásame la trifuerza que tengo hambre. Tráeme una botella de soda grande que me están esperando. la aprieta en Gerudo Valley.
Dale, Zelda, dale, pásame la trifuerza que tengo hambre y tráeme una botella